JMS Flower Farms has been helping grape growers protect their vines from insects and fungal diseases with their exclusive product, JMS Stylet Oil, since 1992. Visit www.styletoil.com.
Hello, I'm Matthew Malcolm with Pacific Nut Producer Magazine, and back at our annual Tree and Vine Expo at the Stanislaus County Fairgrounds. Nearly 1,000 growers and PCAs gathered for a great lineup of industry seminars and a trade show. And one of our speakers was David Haviland, who addressed the unusual patterns of mite infestation in almond orchards this last year. And he had some good insights and advice on growers and PCAs moving into 2017.
2016 was a really interesting year for mites. Typically the mites show up in most crops in May, certainly by June. This year they didn't though. So a lot of people were just monitoring. They didn't show up, wondering what was going to go on. And then once we got out into late June into July, which for almonds is pulse split timing, the mites showed up. They came on very, very fast, just skyrocketed. So it's an interesting year just because atypical from a mite standpoint. At the same time, for pest control advisors that actually use integrated pest management practices of monitoring weekly, keeping track of populations, watching for beneficials, they saw what was going on. They saw what was happening. So the average grower this year didn't have any reason to treat before late July or late June, early July, which means right about hull split in almonds or a couple weeks after. In most cases, treatments were made. They worked really well as long as the coverage was good. Applicators were driving 2 miles an hour, good water volume. Most of the sprays worked really well, though in some cases where growers were going a little bit fast or where they were using broad spectrum insecticides for navel orangeworm, there were some cases that the mites got a little bit away from them, and then you're trying to play catch up right before harvest, which is difficult to do because you're pushed up against pre-harvest intervals. But the nice thing is the beneficials really came in late in the season. So kind of regardless of what your mites program was, they did show up. That was good. As far as lessons learned this year, for me it's just that every year is different. You never know what's coming. That's why you hire a PCA. That's why the PCA spends each week out there to watch what's going on. And fortunately, when you see the mites coming and when you see the beneficials that are out there, there's very good tools for control. A lot of miticides, a lot of different modes of action that are all quite effective, and growers that are using them appropriately, pest control advisors using them appropriately, have had very good success, and I expect that'll be consistent from year to year.
Thank you, David. Stay current on what's going on in your industry by reading Pacific Nut Producer Magazine. I'm Matthew Malcolm, CaliforniaAgNet.com.